Rule number 1, never say nothing. Rule number 2, never say nothing. Rule number 3, never say nothing. Rule number 4, never say nothing. Rule number 5, plead the Fifth Amendment and never say nothing about nothing. You don't know nothing, you ain't seen nothing. If your attorney insinuate that you know something or seen something, you may want to fire his motherfucking ass. That's a duel in the court. Defense against DA. We don't say nothing about nothing, never. I done stood trial 2 bodies, ain't never took the stand, ain't never gave a statement. So fuck what you talking about, you young punk ass.
Thanks for checking Dumpson. Check it out now. Okay, now here's the thing, man. Wack100. If you guys don't know who he is, he's the games manager, also Ray J's manager. He keeps it notoriously pyro, okay? Now, basically, he's also involved in trying to help the Soulja Boy and Chris Brown fight, but regardless, now he's giving us a tutorial on snitching. Now, here's the thing. Recently, there's been a lot of conversation about who's snitching on who, especially seeing that there was a podcaster arrested in the Irving Plaza / Troy Ave incident. If you don't know the whole thing, there was an incident that went down. Basically, 2 women were shot. One shot through the floor, one shot in the green room. Troy Ave was shot, and his bodyguard was shot close range. His bodyguard ended up dying. So the police been trying to figure this out. It's been over a year since they're trying to figure this out, and they have brought more charges. The only person who they charged previously was Troy Ave, okay? Now, they arrested this guy. This guy's name is Taxstone, all right? And a lot of people, especially the internet thugs, and I know you guys have your pistol on your waist. Y'all got 30 bodies to your name. And, of course, you got 15, bricks in the motherfucking trunk, and you about to go do a deal, and you watching my videos. I get it. You guys are all super goons, all right? Now, here's the thing. A lot of people are saying that the statement put out by Troy Ave after Taxstone got arrested sounds kind of dry snitchy, okay? Now, let me read you the statement, and you can be the judge because I know you're a top-flight goon, your goddamn self. But through his lawyer's name is John B. Stella, Troy Ave put out this statement. He says, I view the charges brought today before the SDNY as a positive step in the direction of true justice for what occurred at Irving Plaza that night. Now he continued, as we have said since May 26, 2016, Roland Collins, aka Troy Ave, did not enter Irving Plaza with a handgun the night of the T.I. concert. He was not responsible for the 4 shots fired inside the green room that took the life of his dear friend, Ronald McFadden, that's Troy Ave's bodyguard, and causing injury to himself and 2 other bystanders, okay? Now, there's 2 ways to look at this, and a lot of people are looking at it in this way. They're saying, whoa, wait, you're saying niggas are getting arrested and you're putting out statements through the media? You snitching, okay? Then some other people are saying, well, it's not really snitching. It's kind of like getting arrested for a crime you ain't do, right? Say you didn't rob a bank, but they arrested you for robbing a bank. Then all of a sudden you realize they arrest the guy or arrest another person that has nothing to do with you who may have robbed the bank. Now you could say, hey, my name is getting cleared. I told y'all I ain't do shit. But a lot of people don't like it because they feel that while Troy Ave might be proclaiming his own innocence, he's kind of pointing the finger, at least the fucking elbow, at Taxstone. So Wack100 is kind of breaking it down. He's saying, listen, first rule, don't be saying shit. Keep your mouth fucking closed. And again, I ain't no street nigga, so I'm going to defer to Wack100 in the whole street codes and, I don't know, Pyru Bennett when it comes to this shit. But I don't know, man. I think the statement was a little bit ill-timed. I don't think you should be putting out statements like that. I know, especially Troy Ave, who cares about a public image of being a street dude, you don't want your name to be tied to any image, nor do you want to try this case through the media, right? Because if that's what you really think, it will be proven in court. And again, if something happens in your favor, you rejoice in court and you do it privately. When you try to get people in the public to kind of believe you, it now feels like you're pointing the finger at somebody else that they could take the blame. So I kind of understand both sides. However, if Troy Ave really ain't do nothing, you got to imagine how happy he is when he's like, all right, finally I get in the picture. I ain't do shit. And again, proclaiming your innocence is not always the case as pointing at somebody else, right? Maybe you just realize, or maybe you have seen that, hey, I told y'all in the first place the whole time, I didn't do anything. And the police, they're finally using whatever tactics they got to get others who they might think did it, because I know it definitely ain't me. All right? You guys be the judge. Okay, did Troy have fuck up by putting out a statement, right? Is this some type of dry snitching? Or is this just a honest statement proclaiming his innocence, as he's always said since day one? He put out a freestyle actually addressing this whole thing. So I'm not too sure if it's quote unquote snitching, but of course, according to street niggas, you say nothing, you see nothing, and you, even if you're about to get convicted on something you ain't do, you just keep your mouth closed just cause. I don't know. Again, I ain't a street nigga, but that's why I'm gonna defer to Wack100 to actually break it down how street niggas get down. Thank you, Wack. Get in the comments, make sure you guys like them and subscribe to Akademiks.